What were you thinking, Mazda? Hey, it's Killobyte here. And in case you didn't see my video on the hydro dipping of the engine cover, well, I broke a stud, sheared it right off, putting the strut tower brace back on. And I would just like to thank the interweb for all of its beautifully inaccurate information. And yes, I know I should have known better than to try to torque it that high, but you know, I was in a hurry. It happens. So anyway, to fix this, there's a couple things you can do, but they all start off with pulling this plate off. So that's what we're going to do. These are all 14 mil nuts, including this one. These nuts on the strut tower brace should never have been 14 mil because the stud is just not strong enough to handle the torque that you would normally put on a 14 mil. But I'll get off that soapbox. You'll also need to remove the brace, a 10 mil, and you're either going to have a really deep 10 mil socket or use a wrench. So start off by loosen this, remove these two. That'll allow you to lift this up just enough to move it over. You'll then remove the 3 nuts that are holding your coilover or strut or whatever you are using on, and you'll need to remove the 10 mils. Now, the weight of the car is on the suspension, so you don't have to worry about these, you know, like falling down or something. It's not going to happen. While I'm removing the strut tower ones, let me just say that I'll provide torque specs. So with that brace out of the way, I am loosening the nuts that hold the bracket for the computer here. So with those loose, should be able to just pull it right off, right? Of course not. Hopefully you can see where the bolt is down there, the 3rd bolt. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the butt to get to. It's a 10 mil bolt. So here's the thing. 1, when you pull it out, it's going to want to fall. 2, it's down in there a little ways. 3, you can't get a direct line. You're going to have to use a universal joint on your wrench or socket. And yeah, and don't worry, I have no doubt you'll not drop it down where it's impossible to find. Won't happen. All right, so there's that stud where it's sheared, and the threads go down into the hole. However, it's also, I don't know if that's epoxy. I don't guarantee the camera's going to pick it up. There's like 3 spots around the base here that stick out a little bit, and I don't know if that's like an epoxy or what. I don't think it's a weld. That's a really small tack weld if that's a weld. I think it's an epoxy or something. But anyway, the point being, I tried with some pliers to break it loose. I tried with a chisel to break it out, and I'm actually, I think it may have been threaded in and just like a glued, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it did not want to come out. So I bought a new one. You can buy a new one. I bought one from the local dealer, Mazda dealer, for it was 17 something plus tax, so it was less than 20 bucks. And it just was I don't know. It's just not really worth fooling around trying to get that out. Unless you got the right tools, I guess. In case you're wondering, that is the part number. Had to be glare. That is the part number. That's for the left side, in North America at least, the driver's side, and in a few other correct countries. Now you may notice something here on the new one. That's right, I got rid of the balloon holder. Don't worry, here is the balloon holder, so you can have your cells, balloons still attached, and I think it'll hold it down. It's fairly heavy. You won't need that thing cluttering up your engine bay anymore. I mean, honestly, look at that. And I know that y'all have removed your noise tubes. Surely. There. The balloon holder's gone. All right, this is a screenshot from the manual, the 2016 ND manual. That's the bolt, that's the nuts for this bracket, and right here, that's the legend, inch pounds. So that last number, 71 to 88 inch pounds. Don't be tightening those to foot pounds and then blaming me for you breaking it. Inch, it's total different. And I've had this, that's why I do my disclaimer, in case you're wondering. By the way, let me do my standard disclaimer. This is what I do. This video is for entertainment purposes only. If you screw yours up, that was on you. Yeah, no, I had somebody complain that I had told them the wrong torque specs on something, and I had told them inch pounds and they did foot pounds, and then wanted me to pay for something that they broke. All right, here's the nuts on the top. This one, foot pounds. 37 to 43, I'll be doing 40. That's the silver ones. And the stupid brace, I'm sorry, did I say the stupid brace? The brace ain't, well, okay, it's a little stupid. These ridiculous nuts, 12 to 19 foot pounds. So I'll probably do mine around 14. So there's your torque specs. This will go on like so. Then you gotta kind of lift that up on the back, spin it, put that on. I'm gonna suggest doing the bottom bolt first. Okay, it's easier for me to reach in from this side and down to get the bolt in. I can get it started without two things. One, dropping it, and two, cross-threading it. Not necessarily in that order. Oh, man. Okay, there it went. Okay, the bolt is on. Now, I generally, on this type of thing, I will start all of them. Or are you not wanting to go in? And just snug them up before I tighten them, just to make sure it's all aligned. That's your 3 nuts that go on the struts or coilovers. There, those are all snug. So now we can go ahead and tighten them. And we're gonna tighten this one to inch-pounds. Okay, perfect. And again, on these, make sure you use that torque wrench and use inch-pounds. Perfect. Now, I didn't have to use the actual torque wrench because, well, I'm that good. Okay, I snugged mine up. All right, not too tight, just snugged them up. These, yes, I will absolutely use the torque wrench. So these we're gonna do 40. Just says not much on a big 1/2-inch torque wrench. I will actually come back and check them again after I've driven it. Hope those line up well because they got scraped up when I tightened them. Okay. Piece of advice: keep track of where you put them, where you put your parts. I can't find the nut. I have lost a nut. After a brief moment of panic, it's still on the broken off stud. Do not break again. I'm torquing it to 14. Feels like nothing. All right, hopefully there's enough light to see this. But it is now on. Everything's torqued. And stud's replaced. Now, if you break that stud, yeah, good luck. That's a whole lot more involved. Anyway, hope that was helpful. I hope you never break one yourself, but if you do, this is how you may want to fix it. Thanks for watching, and if it was helpful, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours. Well, no wonder it's only 14 foot-pounds. They're made out of pot metal. It's not a brace at all. It's a decoration.